reach out and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Thought that we were meant to be. Yeah, I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For
Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side. And I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Let me know if you guys can see me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Pretty excited about tonight. I have made an announcement today that we will be extending the Planes, Trains, or Automobiles project in the club for another month. I made that decision before I got the last minute submissions. So now we have 4 submissions, but I want us to get more. So tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad. No, I'm just kidding. But I would love to see more submissions. So that's why I extended it a little bit longer. It has been a crazy summer here in Nashville. Really, really hot. It's either hot or it's like tornado weather. And so it's been really hard to get out and record anything. So I think from now on for the summer months, I'm going to make it a 3-month contest. But for the 4 submissions that came in, we're going to watch them tonight. And I'm going to give them a special gift for submitting on time. And then they also have the chance to win the t-shirt in a month. But I want to put... I want some more people to have the opportunity to post something. Our newest member, Jonathan Ray, he posted something to the contest. So that was awesome. So we got 4 videos. Something else we're going to talk about is I'm getting a little excited about the DJI Avata, which is the rumored little Cinewhoop coming out from DJI. I have my wish list, and we're going to talk about that wish list tonight and see if any of those things come true. I don't know. I haven't read everybody else's blogs or information about them. I've really just seen pictures of them, and we're going to look at a picture tonight. And I'm going to give my wish list and then my reality list of what that thing could possibly do. And then if you're a member of the club, there is an invite link at the club to join the chat tonight. So if you want to come in here and hang out, talk to me live in front of everybody else, feel free to do that. I want to go ahead and do roll call for everybody that is here right now. So Eat More Possum is first every week, but he will not be able to be in the live chat tonight. So he just left a message and said he'll catch us on the replay. So Brett, while you're watching this after hours, hope you're having a good night. Stephen Drones is here. Stephen Drones tries to beat him every week. So usually Brent's here first, and then Steve is here second, and then Nacho's in the house. Who else we got? One Vision Aerial's in the house. And that's everybody we got so far. So I'm trying to get it approved, but it's I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to give the people that we're expecting to get a prize this week. I'm going to pull it up and see if it's in review, and it hasn't finished review yet. So let me pull it up. Excited about it. It's the first piece of merch that I have designed for the AV Club. But go ahead and share this. Ooh. All right. We're going to go to signs. So right now it's in review, but I want to show you what I'm going to give away to you guys. So I'm gonna give you guys the camper mug. So it is an AV Club camper mug. It's kind of like one of those old mugs that used to hang on the side of a well, but it's a little tin cup or aluminum. It might be rolled aluminum, but it'll have the AV Club logo on it and then the address to the AV Club. So if you're out drinking coffee or tea or whatever, and someone asks about your mug, you can have them take a picture of that mug, and they'll have the URL to go join the club and join in the fun. So pretty excited about that design. I put it on the right. So if you're holding it with your left hand, you're pointing it out. And if you're holding it with your right hand, you're pointing it at you. So that was kind of the overall best placement on a mug that I could find on the internet. So for everybody, so for the 4 people that have submitted already, I'm going to send you guys one of those. So pretty excited. I'm probably going to buy one for myself too, because it looks pretty cool. So yeah, I put up a video yesterday. It actually took forever to edit. Whenever I have one of those things where I talk for 10 minutes, the talking part's easy, but all the B-roll that I put on top of it afterwards just takes me forever for some reason. So, Jones Soda, what's up? Tutorial. Shawnide Studios. Also, any type of tutorial on setting up the workflow for the GoPro Hero 10 180 VR would be great. Okay, whoa, we got new people here. What's up, Mike S? Are you going to do more videos on the GoPro? Yes, I am. So I have a casualty. I took my 2 GoPro Hero 10s to camp with me, and I was videoing the kids, and I dropped one of them and the screen broke. So I don't have both GoPros right now. I have one is in the shop. I'm doing the GoPro refresh program right now. So, but welcome to the chat, Mike and Jones. I love Jones Soda. I really do. Are you from Jones Soda, or that's just your nickname that you picked? Back in college, I used to drink the mess out of Jones Soda, and I would submit pictures all the time to Jones Soda in hopes that one day one of my pictures would end up on a bottle. So, but do you like Jones Soda? Is that where you got it? Is that where you got your nickname from? Yeah, it's definitely old school. It's right up there for me with Sobe. I don't know if you remember Sobe, but it was like the 2 lizards that were kind of like the yin and the yang lizards. And it was usually like a fruit, like kind of a fruit drink. That's all I would get would be Jones Sodas and Sobeys all the time. And I don't even remember what the flavors of I would drink. When I think of Jones Soda, I think of cream soda. And I think it was clear. I feel like I drank that all the time. But yeah, Sobe dragon fruit. I loved the dragon fruit. And then there was another drink. I don't remember if it was Sobe or not. I don't think it was Sobe, but it was like, it had like the 4 elements or something like that. They had like a rain, and it had like cactus water in it with these little floaty, these little like little tapiocas floating in it. Wow. I'm going way back. That's crazy. That was like the 90s. I'm going to look that up right now. It'll be crazy if this search pulls it up. Oh my gosh. I pulled it up with my first. It was a Snapple drink. Is that it? Yeah. It was a guave cactus. See if I can just open this image up. That's crazy that I just pulled that up. But I used to drink Rain all the time, and it was made of agave cactus water. I loved those drinks. It's crazy the things that happen on this live stream. I'm such a distracted person. Man, it's hard to believe that that was Snapple. No, Orbits was the one that had little floaty things in it. Wow. Now I'm like, I want to go just get some cool drinks. Yeah. So this is Sobe. This is the dragon. I just remember loving their logo. I thought their logo was the coolest thing. That was back when I was designing, like kind of learning how to design. And the fact that you could get like a really cool 3-dimensional lizard with like 3 colors. That was kind of the start of me trying to figure out how to draw shapes and stuff like that. Yeah, coconut was good. I remember drinking Nirvana a lot. And I thought it was so cool that they had like the lizard was like part of the bottle, like pressed into the glass. Like they're like, as far as marketing goes, Sobe bottles were just awesome. Man, that takes me back. And the reason that takes me back is I went to a fairly small college, Berea College in Berea, Kentucky, and 1,500 people at that college, 1,500 students. And there was a little general store on the square, and they had a cooler, and they would always just have the coolest drinks in there. Nacho. We used to drink water. Good times. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm totally distracted about really cool drinks now. I like, after this live stream, I'm going to the gas station and just picking the coolest bottle in there, and drinking from it just to see what it is. What I like right now is green tea by Arizona. I like that. And then there's one that's, I don't know the name. It's a peach tea, or no, peace tea. It's got a big peace sign on it. I like to drink that. And here's another picture that just showed up of the inside of the cap where it said, "Help me, trapped in the Sobe factory." They used to put little messages under each cap. I forgot all about that. That's awesome. When I was talking to Jonathan Ray last week, we talked about Ale 8 and Arizona jeans. Whoa, I forgot all about Arizona jeans. Wow. Okay, I'm totally distracted tonight. We're not going to talk about anything interesting. We're just going to talk about drinks. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think, what time is it? 6:53. I think at 7:00 I'm going to play the videos. So we're going to talk for about 7 more minutes. See if anybody else comes rolling in. But Mike and who else was asking about? So Joan Soda and Mike are asking about the GoPro. What's going on with that? I'm actually planning on. Sorry, I gotta put it all back together. I'm actually planning on building a VR 180 kit out of 2 1-inch editions. because I think it is my favorite camera right now. I don't want to break it while I'm talking. Oh, I just turned it on. I always do that. I got to talk about the stupid button. There's one thing that annoys me the crap out of this that annoys the crap out of me about this camera is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a button here and there's another one on the other side, and that's how you release the lens. Okay. And every time, whenever I'm putting it back together, I go to push this button in and I'll accidentally push the power button because the power button looks just like it next to it. And so I'm always pushing, even though it's a little wider, but like this is a legitimate square button. This is a tiny rectangle black button, and this is a tiny rectangle black button, and they're right next to each other. One of them secures the lens onto the camera, and the other one is a power button. And I hit the power button every time. And you don't need the lens to turn the thing on, so it can be turned on while it's apart. So anyway, but I love this. This takes a wonderful image, and definitely planning on buying another one of these. Maybe, I don't know when I'm going to do it because I'm still paying off my Canon C200. But when I'm done paying that off, or if I sell another drone, I am planning on buying another one of these and doing VR 180 with these cameras because they are ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I can plug sound into one of them. I can plug sound into two of them, but I will probably put a lapel on one of them, go into my Rode wireless microphone. Just so much goodness there. But I will be doing work with Mystica VR. Sorry, I had X-Men on my mind. I will definitely be doing work on that and be building out my GoPro kit and releasing my files that I created to make everything happen. That is still in the works, but I've got to get my GoPro back. So there's that. So Jones Soda. So One Vision Aerial, it's not magnetic like the DJI Action. There are these little claws that grab in, and on the lens there's these big holes that those kind of grab into, and so everything, like there's these four knobs that kind of line the camera up so you don't mess up the connections, and it is super secure, so that's why it's frustrating whenever you're putting it together, because it is kind of a tight fit. So Mike said, I'm surprised these companies don't try and sell a solution to do 180. I think there are rumors that Insta was supposed to have a 180 VR mod. Yeah. So it was actually in the marketing material when the One RS came out. So this is the last, I think this is the only VR 180 solution that Insta360 came out with. My Insta360 Pro, it is since it has 6 lenses, you can shoot in, basically what it does is it records out of all 6 lenses, and then in the software you can convert those whatever you shot into 360 3D. You can turn it into 8K 360 monocular. I don't know what that word is. Not stereo. It's not stereo, but it's not 3D, but it's 2D. And then you have the option of grabbing a VR 180 out of any of the two lenses. So you can tell it, okay, you can actually record in the middle of the room, and you can get a VR 180 shot from every direction, which is pretty awesome. But it's a lot of work in post. But where is it? Yeah. So the Insta360 One RS, the 360 mod that came with the aerial edition, the original aerial, the original Insta360 Sphere. There was a plan to just have a mod that turned this into VR 180, but they never released it. And I'm not sure why they never released it, because I don't think they had to do much work to make it happen. And the reason I say that is because they already have the software solution. They already know how to export in VR 180 from this. I don't know if it was licensed by Google and Google decided to shelf it or what, but yeah, it is very surprising that we don't have many VR 180 solutions. I do think that the solution from Canon, what is the camera? Is it a RSC? Canon RSC? There's a cinema version and there's regular version. Is it the RS? It's not the R. RSC. So the RSC is the one that just came out, and the RS is the one that's been out for a while, and the dual lens works on both of those. The RSC, I think, can do 60 frames per second, and it doesn't overheat. The R5 can do the same thing, but overheats after like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. But the fact that a lens is pulling all that information into one sensor and there's no stitching at all, like it's just a adjustment of the two lenses, it's an adjustment of the two halves. I think that's amazing. All of these cameras, they have to have the same, the same gyroscope, the same accelerometer, the same stabilization, all of that to work out. So yeah, I'm still into VR 180, and I really love watching VR 180 when I'm in my VR headset. I'll just click the VR 180 button in YouTube VR, and I'll just go through a bunch of documentaries. I'll watch festivals where people will be dancing on stage or singing and stuff like that. I love watching that stuff. But I'm just really surprised there isn't more ability to make those things. And every once in a while, I'll see like a really good production done, and then you'll see, like, I always look at the reflections or shadows on the ground or things like that to figure out what camera they're using. And I see people use the Insta360 Evo all the time. So it's a good camera. You'll see like a person walking and they'll accidentally go by a window or something, and you can see like the Evo like on their forehead while they're walking around and stuff. So yeah, One Vision. Yeah, there's stuff like that. Burning Man festivals. There's like Bonnaroo. Like if you just go on YouTube VR, there's people have all kinds of videos out there. And I've started making like private playlists of like things that I like to watch on there. Some of them are really nauseating. There's some people that don't know how to use those cameras very well. So they'll just like, I don't know, they'll just randomly be pointing it at their ear, and then they'll be pointing like me. I'm like constantly reminded that I need to point my camera at something interesting, or I need to do like smooth movements and stuff like that. There are some people that are just bouncing their stuff around, sticking their phone in their pocket, or sticking their camera in their pocket and then bringing it back out. And or like they'll be riding a roller coaster and it'll just be like bouncing around instead of them like putting it on their body and just like holding it so that it moves with the roller coaster instead of like out here like freehand. Different things like that. But yeah, man, I wish I was talking about VR 180 tonight. I don't have anything up to talk about with VR 180, but yeah, if you have the Insta360 Evo, this grip is my favorite thing. This is actually it's a handle that you're supposed to like put on the end of a gimbal. But I use it as a VR 180 grip because it centers the camera on my hands. So that there's that. Speaking of nostalgia, do you guys remember these? I found this in the garage a couple weeks ago. It is a flip. This is the Mino HD. And I think it only shoots 720. It does not work anymore. It won't get a charge. So I thought about trying to take this apart and figuring out how to get it to work again. But a couple cool things about this. This was a little handheld camera. It's got a tiny little screen on the back of it, a big red record button. So it's pretty easy to know, like when you just pull this out of your pocket, you can automatically record from it. And then if you flip the switch at the top, it has a USB port on the top. So the camera just plugs right into your computer and you can get your files off of it. I thought this was an amazing camera when it came out, and I had to have it back then. And I did use it some, but I would love to get this thing. I would love to do a video on this and just get it working again and just see what kind of video we get out of this and see how far we've come. Because I don't think this is stabilized. I don't remember this being stabilized footage and all that. So I wonder if this is going to work ever. I'm going to do that again. So we've got 7 people in here. Everybody stop talking, so I don't know if I'm boring y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and play the submissions that I got for the planes, trains, or automobiles. So on the club, I have changed the dates to I believe it's August 29th is when the deadline is for planes, trains, or automobiles. You can do a plane, a train, or an automobile. You can do all three. So 2 to 2.5 minutes, and just put it on YouTube and give us the link on the club, and you are good to go for the contest. But I want to show the submissions that I have already. So this first one is going to be from Jim's Droning, and this is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Go train go. I've taken all the music off of these just in case there's some copyrighted music. But I wanted to comment on this. I really, really like the train. I love the river that Jim is flying over. I love the tracking that he's doing there. That looks pretty awesome. And yeah, that was a really difficult shot to get. I found out last night when I was filming the train, like you don't have you don't have time to set up your shot. You've got to be prepared for when that train gets there, and then you gotta shoot it when it gets there, and you don't have much opportunity to adjust your shot. I tried to get a couple different shots at this, done at the same time, but I really think like at the train station, you're just going to have to sit out there for an hour or two and try to get like every train that passes by to get a good shot of it. I think this is a really cool shot. I love how the trains are going in different directions. That's kind of my favorite shot right there. I like how he went from corner to corner with the train. It's mostly green, and then it comes out to this river. I think that's really, really cool. That's a beautiful river, by the way. Whatever that little island thing is back there is nice. I can't tell if it's an island or if it's grass growing up through it. So, all right. So that was that. The next one I'm going to show, this is Bardstown, Kentucky, tilt shift with the DJI Mavic Air 2 in 4K. And this is done by Jonathan Ray. If y'all remember, Jonathan was the guest on last week's show. Woo! I don't know where that came from. But this is, I forget what he said this was. I can't remember if he said this was a courthouse or what, but I think this is the coolest building with the coolest streets around it. I think this is like the center point of the town. Like, what a beautiful building. What a beautiful roundabout. Like, there's fog going on. He's got tilt shift going, so it kind of looks like a miniature. Pretty cool. It looks like a freehand orbit. This one's pretty cool. This is where he's flying, chasing down a semi-truck. Not the best idea to fly over cars, but still a really cool shot. And I love the fog. The fog just makes it look awesome. So his video is exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The other thing with fog is you might get a lot of moisture on your blades. But still, I think it's a beautiful video. I think he did a great job. So Jonathan, props to you. There's not a lot of cars in his in his town. Like, he flew at kind of a time where it's not as busy. But still, I just saw birds fly right in front of his drone. But yeah, we're not here to critique. We're just here to be in awe of everybody's creativity. So I like this shot right here. Pretty cool. And that's a really cool little tiny planet, and it's not a tiny planet. It's a roundabout, but very, very cool video, I think. So all right. So that was his. And I don't know if he used my tutorial on how to. Last week we talked about doing a tilt shift, and I gave him a tutorial to watch. So I don't know if he used that tutorial or, if he just kind of did his own thing. But next video is from One Vision aerial. This is entitled Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Shawnine Studios. It's got his little intro going. I just sold my DJI Air, my Mavic Air. Sold it last week. And I was planning on buying camera equipment with it. You know what I did? I bought Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I thought these were really cool shots. You don't usually get that close to an airplane with your drone. I believe he said this was a military base. Is that what you said? There's Air Force. I was going to try to name that plane, but I don't know that name. I don't know the name of that plane. Yeah, Steve, if you want to listen to the sound, you can go to the club and watch it. Just don't want to show the sound on my channel. Got a railroad car. Nice. We got one of those in Centennial Park, downtown Nashville. So that's actually a really good idea to get a train. We also have a train museum that I thought about going to. We've got a car museum and a train museum. So I thought about doing that. Just spending the day in the car museum and getting some really cool shots of cars. And this is the automobile. It just got really aggressive. I don't condone violence on my show, but I thought that was pretty cool. But out of all that, I think the plane was my favorite part, flying over the planes. And then the last one we have is from Eat More Possum. This is dual Loco Chase north of Sulphur, Oklahoma. And he said that he saw the train go by and he didn't have enough time to get his drone up in the air. And then he tried to catch up to the train going 40 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour, and he couldn't catch up to the train. So it's like one of those things that, you know, Jim said, you got no time. You just got to go. So I'm giving Brandon another month, so he might be able to catch the next train that goes by. Still a really cool video. Beautiful countryside. But I feel like he could have caught up there, but he slowed down. But at this point, he might be too far away. I almost lost it there in the trees. I do think that's a really cool shot. And you don't have to necessarily have a train in your video. There's just been a lot of people that have watched my channel over the years wanting to see videos of trains. So that's why I thought it'd be really cool. I know Nacho likes to take videos of his cars and his motorcycles and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be cool. So yeah, those are the videos that have been posted so far. So I want to show you guys that I have adjusted the assignment, and it's June through August. and I've adjusted the group name to planes, trains, or automobiles. And I've added the deadline has changed to August 29th at midnight. And then on the 30th, we'll watch it, and then we'll vote through September 6th. So, yeah. And then I posted this video. This is where I updated everybody on my channel of the new time, but I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys, what's going on. I do want to show you something that I did this week, and I was pretty excited about it. So my intro in this video was shot on my Canon C200, and I haven't really shown that camera off yet. I thought it turned out really good. It's a little darker than I would like, and since it's 4K cinema goodness, like, it brings out every pore on my forehead and on my face. I didn't want to do this. I did an intro out here, but my hair was all sweaty, and you can see like the detail on all of the crevices in my face. So I need to watch a video on how to light myself better so that I'm not so shiny. I had just come out of the heat too. Like, I did this last night at I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock in the evening. There's one little hair sticking out in the video that, my old eyes can't see on the tiny little screen. I did even bring it up on my monitor so I could get the focus right and the colors right and stuff like that. And then I used this microphone right here that came with my Scarlett back in the day. I had it plugged right into the camera. So I had a microphone right here plugged into my camera over there. But it came in mono. So I have mono audio on this video. So anyway, I need to, but I thought the blues turned out really, really good. It's the exact same lighting that I have kind of behind me, except for I had the starlights on in the background. But the blues turned out really, really blue. And I liked it, but I still feel like I need to work on color grading. And it was filmed in C-Log 2. So anyway, playing around with that. But I thought that turned out really, really well. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I bought several shirts at Academy Sports that were all the colors I like. So I have 2 blue shirts, and so that's why I'm wearing the shirt yesterday and I'm wearing the shirt today. But anyway, so I thought that turned out really, really cool. The footage that I took of the train, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, right here. This is the footage that I took of the train. So I thought the bokeh was really, really cool on the lights. And then it kind of slows down. I thought the purples turned out good, the reds, the yellows. It's a little faded, but this is exactly what it looked like when I was there. I think when you watch the train go off in the distance, you actually see lightning in the background. So I was barely had enough time to get the train, and then lightning hit. So watch. I'm pretty sure there's lightning here. I don't remember if I cut it out or not. But this used to be the Music City Star, and now it's the WeGo Star, which I think is a silly name. But the name of the company is WeGo. So this is me getting 2 shots with the same camera. So I wanted to zoom in and get that shot, and then watch lightning strikes. Pretty sure. Wait for it. Wait for it. Right there. Barely. But anyway, I thought that turned out really, really good. This is me with my Insta360. I hit it over in the bushes. But then after I left, I was like, I wonder if it's the ground's going to rumble and all this stuff, and it might shake my camera around. So I put a bunch of rocks on the bottom of the light stand to just kind of weight it down. It's probably overkill, but I was really, really sweaty. And then over here behind this little shed that you kind of sit at, kind of rain cover, that's where I was standing to get that train shot that we just saw. So, but yeah, if you haven't seen that video, watch it, like it, love it, get more of it. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about one more thing, and then I'm going to call it a night because my allergies are tripping for some reason. And I don't know what happened because I was fine before the live stream started. But I want to bring up pictures of the DJI Avata. And we're going to open this image in a new tab. So this is the DJI Avata. This is what has been leaked. Someone said somewhere that it was there were 3-inch props. They look like they have 5 blades. So that's pretty cool. And it's hard for me to figure out exactly how big this thing is. Like there's no way for me to figure it out. But it's a little Cinewhoop. What I wish it had on it was all the sensors that the other drones have on them. I don't understand why there's not sensors all over it. Because the Cinewhoop, you're going to fly through holes and fly through cracks and stuff like that. I would love for the drone to be able to get through a hole without, get through a gap without hitting anything. And then this area, ooh, I can zoom in. Well, that didn't zoom in. That's probably good. I did notice that the front is bigger than the back, or it might just be an angle, but this, it's kind of like a butterfly. These props seem to be, it might just be the angle. Now that I'm looking at it, you're looking at these blades straight on, you're looking at these at an angle. But yeah, it looks like the gimbal on the front just goes up and down. That was hateful, Jim. I don't want to learn how to fly. I want my drone to be smart enough to fly by itself. What's up, Charles? Welcome to the chat. And looking at this, I feel like this big area right here is a battery because it's got that kind of looks like batteries they've had in the past. Like the Inspire battery has this big thing that goes across it. And my hope is that if this is a big battery, this is where you get to put your camera, like your GoPro or 360 camera or stuff like that. If this is a big battery, then there's a good chance there's no GPS anything here. This is probably the GPS module right here. That's my other hope, is that it is a GPS. I would think it'd have to be a GPS drone. I don't think they would put it out without GPS. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. This right here is the bottom of it. there's a guy's hand, so it looks like it's pretty decent size. It looks like my Bumblebee from iFlight. Looks like it's about that size. I don't know how durable the edges are, but I would assume they're pretty durable. This little compartment right here and this little compartment, not sure what's going on there, but these look like the same sensors that we've seen in the past. These look like other sensors that we've kind of seen in the past. And this kind of looks like a sensor right here. I can't tell if that's the front or the back. But right there, that looks like a sensor. Or that might be the camera. That's probably the camera. What's up, Brent? We just watched your video. You trying to catch up to a train. 35-minute battery would be awesome. Yeah. So, are you guys, if this comes out, are you guys planning on getting it? Yeah. Do you guys have any rumors that you guys have heard about the DJI Avata? Or is it just something that isn't on the radar yet? From what I heard, people thought it was going to come out in July, but the DJI Mini 3 Pro came out instead. So when the Mini 3 Pro came out, everybody was like, whoa, we were waiting for the DJI Avata. So I'm just wondering if this is what's going to come out next, because they've got the Mavic 3, they've got the DJI FPV drone, they've got the Mini 3 Pro, Air 2S. I wonder if they're going to come out with another Air. So I just wanted to get that on y'all's radar. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about tonight. This is a pretty short show tonight. But in the next couple weeks, I'll be filming things with my new Canon C200. I've paid one payment on it, and I've got 2 more payments on it. So this is all that I am working with right now. And this is going to up the quality of my videos on the channel. If you guys, so what you're watching me on right now is the C100 Mark II. And that is the smaller version of this. I thought the C100 was big until I got my hands on this guy. This is probably, I don't know, 10 pounds. Like, it hurts holding it like this. It's so big. But I have lenses that are smaller than this lens. I can take this whole handle off. I can take this monitor off and just use the handle. It's got a little eye cup that I can look through. So when I'm on the go, this thing doesn't have to be this big. So I'm going to be doing a review, just kind of a walk around of this new camera. And then, oh, that hurt. Ow. It has 2 SD card slots. It has a CFast slot. It can record RAW. So, yeah, I've got the capabilities right now. I think I have a 128 gigabyte CFast card that it came with. And I think I have the ability to shoot 20 minutes of raw video, which is more than enough to do a YouTube video. But Steven Drone says I need a big tripod. So Nacho wants me to show a video from his Instagram. Let me see if I can pull that up with don't know if I can do that very easy. I can't even find you on Instagram right now. Here. All right, this is a video. It's really poor quality because of the Instagram, what I can see right now. But this is CPL filters on from Freewell on Nacho's DJI Mini 3 Pro. Left is with an ND filter, and on the right is without. So apparently when the ND filter is there, you can't see the dog. But when you don't have an ND filter on it, you can see dogs. No, I'm just kidding. The water is really interesting to me. It's almost like a, whoa. And if you don't have an ND filter, your dogs walk backwards. That's crazy. Yeah, Jim, of course it's Nacho's car. I do think the water's cool. The water looks black with the ND filter, like totally black. Like the river looks gross with the ND filter on, but the car looks good. So it looks like this shot is exposed for the car. When it comes out to the water is like, look at the water. You can't see any reflections on the water at all. And you can see the sky. You can see more detail in the sky. On the right, you can see the water because it's bright. But when you get up to the car is very washed out. You can even see inside. You can see Nacho behind his car with the ND filter there, and you can't see it without the ND filter. So I think that's a really cool comparison. But with that, I'm going to call it a night. But just so you guys know, you guys have an extra week or extra month to shoot planes or trains or automobiles. I'm going to try to do a couple videos with my various cameras. I definitely want, well, yeah. So Nacho said a night. He was probably just saying good night. But I want to take a video of, I want to do like a time lapse of vehicles on the interstate. I want to do a train trip. I want to actually get on the train and do kind of a vlog from the train with my Insta360, with my 1H 360 edition. And I have the microphone and the microphone holder. So I'll probably combine that with doing just a train trip with my Insta360. Like, just keep it simple. Not use any other cameras. Just get on the train, with my 360 camera. Maybe take a couple 360 cameras just so I can, put them in different spots. But yeah. So that's my plan for the next month, to try to make that happen. And I actually want to do a lot of vlogs with my Insta360. Like, to me, that is the camera for me, is this guy right here. It's my favorite camera I've had in a long time. I've been waiting for a better 360 camera for a long time. Stitch is an issue because it's such a thick camera, but I almost don't even care. Like, I love the shots that I get out of that camera. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will catch you guys on the next video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell for notifications when I put out more live streams, more videos on cameras, drones, action cameras, all the good stuff. Yeah, don't forget, if you're not a part of the club, join the club and join the contest, and you could win a t-shirt. So y'all have a wonderful week. Peace out, y'all.